Finding the right personal branding photographer shouldn't feel like 5 hours of doom scrolling on social media, ending with 0 results and a massive migraine. But for years, I watched my clients spiral, overwhelmed, overthinking, and overcomplicating literally everything. They'd settle for their cousin with the latest iPhone, or a headshot that looked like it was taken in the mall in the 80s, or worse, no photos at all. And that made my job nearly impossible. Hi, I'm Jonathan Tilley. I'm a personal brand strategist and Squarespace web designer who helps creative professionals go from unnoticed to unforgettable so they can step into the spotlight with authenticity, clarity, and connection. I've built over 100 websites for creative professionals, I've worked with more than 1,000 students and clients across the globe, and I've grown a community of over 10,000 amazing people on Instagram, with many more subscribing to my newsletter. But when too many of my branding and web design projects fell off the rails because my clients couldn't find the right photographer, I turned that frustration into fuel. In this video, you'll discover why I created my international directory of personal branding photographers, a free global curated list of top-tier photographers who don't just take pretty pictures, they capture you at your best. In a nutshell, I spent over a year vetting the world's best personal branding photographers so you don't have to. Okay, so I work with real humans like yourself, creatives, coaches, consultants, small business owners who are the face of their business. And when you're finally ready to take your online presence seriously, to level up how you show up online, you book me for strategy, messaging, visuals, and design. We work together to create a website and social media presence that feels like you're stepping into the most authentic future version of yourself. But because I'm a strategist, a curator, and a designer, not a photographer, I can't exactly fly around the world and take your photos now, can I? So I'd usually sit behind my screen, waiting for you to create images with a photographer that you Googled that matched the beautiful transformation that we were building behind the scenes together. And when those images finally landed in my inbox, 9 times out of 10, those images were not aligned to who you were. They didn't reflect your energy, your clarity, or your confidence. Everything fell flat. It didn't matter how strong your messaging was, how dialed in your strategy was, or how beautiful your website and social media layouts were. If your photos didn't match your energy, everything felt off. Sort of like, I guess that'll do for now, instead of yes, there you are. It created cognitive dissonance for me, for you, and for your dream clients. And it wasn't a good feeling. So that's when I realized something important about working one-on-one. It's not that you don't care, my God, you do care. It's that choosing a photographer for your next level self is really hard to do when you're still becoming that person. You're way too close to it. You're in the middle of this massive transformation. You've outgrown your old image, but you're still growing into the new one. It's very personal. It's extremely vulnerable. And when you're in that space, it's tough to know what to even look for, let alone who to trust. So I turned my frustration into fuel. I've researched photographers for my clients. I vetted the ones whose work matched their energy and vision. I made introductions and connected people. And voila, the photos were aligned. Dun 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 dun. Wonder of wonders. Can you imagine? I mean, my websites came to life, my clients finally saw themselves reflected back in a way that felt real, magnetic, and true, and that's when it clicked. If I connect my students and clients with the right personal branding photographers, then everybody wins. The photographer does incredible work, I get to design with powerful, cohesive imagery, and my clients, that would be you, walk away with a personally branded online presence that finally feels like you. So I asked myself, how can I make this easier for literally everyone, now and for the future? What if I took this behind-the-scenes matchmaking system that I'd already built and expanded on it? What if I turned it into a curated, global, totally free directory of personal branding photographers that you, my clients, my students, and basically anyone else leveling up their brand and business could explore with confidence? And just like that, well, actually, more like after 1 year of research, vetting, connecting, communicating, building relationships, and getting everything organized on my website, my international directory of personal branding photographers was born. All right, so let's be clear. This is not a pay-to-play scheme. This is not a scam. This is not a shady referral setup. And this is definitely not a pyramid scheme. This is a free, curated resource I built to make your personal branding process smoother, faster, and more trustworthy. Because finding the right photographer shouldn't feel like endless doom scrolling, second guessing, or settling for someone who doesn't really get you. I mean, it's great that your cousin has a new iPhone, but seriously? This is a global directory of personal branding photographers I've vetted myself. These are real professionals that I've researched, reached out to, and invited to be part of this community, not random strangers. Here's what they, the photographers, did to get here. They didn't pay to get listed. They didn't find a loophole in the system. They didn't submit some lazy stock image. They were invited because I loved their work and believed in how they show up with their clients. Each one filled out a detailed form, submitted high-quality portfolio imagery, and built their profile with my team. If they are in my directory, it means I trust them, not just with my own reputation, but with your transformation. And here's what you do. Scroll down to your city or the closest major city in the directory, browse the photographers listed there, click through their websites and Instagram pages, and reach out directly to whoever feels like the best fit for you. There's no middlemen, no extra fees, no locked content behind a paywall. You make the connection yourself on your own terms. Need help choosing? I am happy to weigh in based on your goals, energy, and aesthetic, but the final decision, that lays with you. And once you've booked, the photographer will guide you through the shoot. I may step in behind the scenes for alignment if we're working together, but otherwise, you're in excellent hands. Because let's be honest, I can't do what I do, strategy, messaging, visuals, design, without strong photography to bring it all to life. And the truth is, you deserve to see yourself reflected back in your personal brand, not just as you are today, but as the future version of yourself you're stepping into now. That's why I built my directory, so you can stop second guessing, so you can stop settling for good enough, so you can find someone in your area who gets what personal branding photography really is about. It's not about lighting or lenses, it's about putting you at ease and guiding you through the entire process. It's about helping you feel safe, confident, and seen. It's about capturing your energy and translating it into images that elevate everything we're building together. So click the link below to head over to my international directory of personal branding photographers. Find your city or the closest major city, click through the profiles, and when someone catches your eye, click their website and Instagram to learn more about them and reach out to them directly. Yes, it's literally that easy. This is the shortcut I wish I had when I first started helping people build their personal brands and online presence. Now, it's here for you to help you find the right person to capture the next level version of you that you're stepping into. So go explore. Your photographer is waiting. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.